speaker is Jessica. She's the operations manager at Airbnb. She was born in Beirut, Lebanon, and raised by her entrepreneurial mother. Passionate about empowering women through example, she joined Booz & Company as a strategy consultant working alongside Middle Eastern governments to promote entrepreneurship and technology. She later attended Stanford Business School, where she co-founded 11 Empowered, a giving circle that funds organizations focusing on women and education. Jessica joined Airbnb when it was under 70 employees and worked on scaling its customer service team from tens of members to over 150 today. In her free time, Jessica enjoys yoga, creating, writing, and salsa dancing. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming Jessica.
I bet your expectations are really high now. I have to manage them. Thank you so much for the intro. So, first of all, when I was asked to come speak for the event today, Technovation, I looked up the initiative and I'm like, oh my God, like this is perfect for me. This is what I like. I like to support women. I'm a feminist. I used to be. I'm a little bit now. But also just seeing what we have done at Airbnb and being like amongst a team that's all mostly women, I want to spread the word. So that was a perfect occasion. So thank you for inviting me here. So thinking about what I wanted to talk about, I'm just gonna go quickly through like the 4 lessons that I wish someone told me. I wish I had a mentor who told me about it. And now that I have the opportunity to mentor women in the Middle East, these are the 4 things that I usually talk to them about. So I'm gonna share them with you with some little stories of my life. So first, self-love. So I believe before moving here to the US, which was 3 years ago, I didn't know what it meant to love yourself or believe in yourself. So I always used to think that it's all about loving other people and giving and giving. And I used to be really hard on myself, which was why I ended up here at Stanford Business School. And I'm one of the few women even in my country who would even dream of that. And it was mainly because I always wanted to do better and better, trying to prove to other people. And one of them was my mom, who's really successful. So learning, so I remember coming to Stanford and like going through the deep depression. I didn't know what was going on. And they sent me to a therapist, which I'm like, what is it? What therapist? I'm not crazy, which it's not cool to go to a therapist in Lebanon. So I called my mom. I'm like, I'm seeing a therapist. She's like, you have to move back now. Like I did not move back. And I said, no, I want to try this experience. And I started talking about like what it means to believe in yourself. And this has been like a big, big discovery for me. And since I started like loving myself, I started figuring out what I want out of life, and I was even more effective at helping others. So that's something that I talk about with my mentees, is like, why are you doing this? Like, what do you want? The second thing is, I would say, like, do something you love. So I remember when I graduated from business school, all of my friends wanted to work in finance or even start companies. And then I said, what am I passionate about? And it took me a time to realize that I'm passionate about creating excellent experiences. And the reason is because I'm the pickiest customer ever. So I used to stay a lot at the Four Seasons as a consultant, and they hated me there because I used to be so picky. So every time I walk in, it's like, Miss Semaan is here, hide. But then I said, instead of basically going and just complaining, I should do something about it. And when I was interviewing here at Airbnb with the founder, he's like, why do you want to do customer service? You're just an MBA. Like, you're an MBA, you should do something else. And I said, no, because that's what I'm passionate about. And because I'm passionate about customer service, today Airbnb is one of the leader in customer service, like kind of rethinking customer service. And I got invited to speak at a conference that I never thought that would happen. So you can always reinvent when you do something you love, even if it's customer service, which I think is awesome, actually. The third thing would be like lead the feminine way. I remember also one time when I was in consulting, we were working like long hours, and I started crying with my boss and a couple of other people, and I was told that I may lose my job because I cried. And for me, that was like really scary. And since then, I started thinking that, okay, I cannot cry, or I shouldn't be talking about my feelings. And I was really lucky to be in an environment here where like you are accepted the way you are, and like they accept any types of leadership. And one of them for me was what I call the feminine leadership, which is it's okay to say that you're not feeling well. It's okay to ask the people you work with about how they're feeling about their job, and it's okay sometimes to cry. The same way it's okay to laugh. So that's like the other thing is like if you want to be feminine, you can also lead by being feminine. You don't have to always wear the pants. So lastly is leading by example. I remember also I had a boss who was a woman and was really not supportive of me, and it felt like it was competitive. And my reaction was like, okay, if this woman is not supporting me, I'm not going to support her back. But then I got out of it, snapped out of it. And one of the big things you can do, and I tell my mentees, is that you must support other girls and women around you. And by leading by example, you're going to get more support. So these were the 4 things that I wanted to share with you. I hope you enjoy being here at Airbnb. If you have questions about the Middle East, politics, I don't know, or like salsa venues, come find me. Thank you so much.